Alright, good morning guys. I'm at here. It is 6:05 in the morning. I don't know if you can hear the roosters. There you go. If you can hear the roosters in the background, I'm pretty sure you do. So today we got a fun day, I think. About a month ago or so, we were the family and I were trying to go up to this place called Silyon number 7. It's a ancient Greek area, historical area, and then our car got stuck trying to go up this hill, and then a lady's house that lives in the front of the entry came up, gave the girls flour, and then I asked her if I can someday come spend some time with her, see exactly how she lives, what do they do. So today is that day. So here I am, literally 6 o'clock in the morning, headed that way. I have no idea what we're gonna walk into. If I'm gonna have to milk a cow, or goat, or butcher it, who knows, right? So we'll see how easy she takes it on me or how tough. But she's a sweet lady, very nice. She's excited for sure. I think it's her first YouTube video, so she's definitely excited. I think she's more excited than I am. Let me say that. So we're gonna head over there, see how the day goes, and then have some fun. We are here. I think the security team, the dogs, are on point. There's like 5 of them. The minute I got here, they were like non-stop. They're still behind me. You can see them back there maybe. So this is the guy. So Silyon 7. There's that mountain right behind me. Selamun Aleyküm.
Hoş geldin.
Nasılsınız? Selamun Aleyküm. Nasılsın abi? Nasılsın teyze, iyi misiniz?
İyi.
Ha, geldiler mi? Gelmedi. İyi de akıllı oldular.
Onlar geldi. O kadar gelmezler.
Buyurun, buyurun.
Gel sen.
Nasılsın abi?
İyi davranlar. İşte.
Ben şunu bunu bırakayım. Peki.
Onlar bana bakar.
Ne? So this is the mosque right here, and they're right next to the mosque. They're feeding the cows. And this one is named Princess right here. Now, these are newborn cubs. They're not even a month old. They're gonna grow up to be this tall. Yeah. That's the father right there.
Yiyecek. Eziyorlar, bunu yemi haline getiriyorlar. Yağsını alıyorlar.
Evet.
Bunu da posasını da şeye veriyoruz. Hayvanlara veriyoruz.
So those are flower seeds, I think she said. My Turkish is definitely not great, but those flower seeds that they ground and eat, and they feed the animals. Saying that even when we were kids, we used to eat the same stuff that they're feeding it. They're just flower seeds, grounded.
Kızların ismini merak ediyor musun? Sultan, Ceylan, Maysa, Alman.
Alma. Sultan bu.
Evet.
Sultan. We're headed off to the next spot. Feed the rest. When they have the babies, little ones, they don't take any milk from the mother for the first 6 months, which is really neat. Pretty cool idea. So they respect when they have the kids. First 6 months, they don't touch it. So it's really awesome. They're very, very kind people. After the next one, running out of breath, and she's like blazing.
Adı Ünzile.
Ünzile.
Hazar, Nazar. İkizi işte onlar.
These two are twins. They look alike.
12'ye kadar devam. Bu ineklerin
12.
içindeyiz.
12.
Ondan sonra
She's saying they work here with the cows till 12 p.m. So about 5 hours with the cows, 7 to 12. And after that, we'll see. So we get the cow schedule till 12 p.m. So she's gonna round up the goats and the lambs, maybe. What a view! So this is the wall of the ancient Greek. You can see the wall is falling right there. They're holding up the other structure, and she lives right next to them. And they own a lot of those farms over there. They have some more farms over there, watermelon farms, and then tomato farms. Everybody's gonna wait. Ne? Where you guys? Come on.
hayır dur. Gitme onlara.
So she's feeding her animals right underneath the wall, the ancient wall of Romans. Her mom is from Bulgaria, and then her father is from Egypt. And somehow they ended up here.
Bırak ama. Yem savaşı bunların.
Öyle.
Yapma kuzum.
Şurada sütün içiyor burada. O yiyor, o da yiyor.
Hayır, hep siz çok büyüdünüz. Bak benim kızım yemek istiyor.
She's taking her turn slowly. She's like, let me feed the little ones.
Dur o. Ama benim kızım da yedi.
That one's.
Dur. Yapma ya.
She's saying that this is a happy moment right here. This is what makes her happy. The animals getting medical treatment and everything in between, they do it themselves because it's just very expensive to have somebody from the animal hospital come here and do the services. They just don't have the funds. And she was like, people, there's a war in Ukraine right now. People,
Yavaş.
people are dying over there. And she's like, well, the things that kills us here is inflation. Zam, as they call it zam. I almost busted my behind. Ne?
En şıklar bu.
Ah,
Şık bu.
that's the white one is the oldest.
Şimdi şık dediğim başı götüren odur.
Müdürleri.
Buraya gel. Başı çekmezsen
Evet.
onların arkasından giderler.
She's saying that that's the boss right there. The white one is the boss. That's the oldest.
Ama bazıları sürü olduğu için
Evet.
onlar böyle kapalı yer yapar.
Evet.
Onlara salarlar.
They go after the boss. She pulls the boss and they follow.
Sadece koruma yapıyorlar onlar.
Koruma. She's saying that the dogs don't come here because they scare them. They scared the animals here, so they keep the dogs at the lower level. All this history here from thousands of years, and we're just scrolling through. There's some water coming down here. Waterfall.
Çeşme burada. Asıl
Çeşme,
su kaynağı.
çeşme. There's water fountain right here.
Burada aslında kendisinin su yok.
Uh-huh.
Ama yukarıda 3000 tane yakın sarnıç var. Sarnıçlar. Burası çok dönem geçmiş. 4 dönem geçmiş. Roma, Bizans, pardon özür dilerim. Likya, parayı bulan kişiler.
Yeah.
Roma, Bizans, Selçuklu.
Selçuk, huh? So she's saying that there are 4 empires that have passed through this town. Byzantine, Romans, Selçuk, and the one before that. Birinci neydi?
Efendim?
Birincisi neydi?
Likya.
Likya. They're the ones that found money.
Parayı bulan kişiler.
Evet.
Çünkü burada sikkeler çok.
Evet.
Mesela yağmur olduğu için çok sikke çıkartıyorlar yani çıkıyor yani.
Doğru.
Biz de bunu arkeologlara veriyoruz. Öyle kendimize kolye molye yapmıyoruz.
She's saying that even though a lot of this water comes from the mountains and then snows, it's drinkable water, it's clean water. They give it to the animals mostly. And it's been here for thousands of years through all those empires.
Önce yabani hayvan olarak tilki vardı.
She's saying that they have, they call them foreign animals. These are the animals that are not part of, anybody here. They're just kind of live in the mountains. So she keeps an eye on the little ones because you see snakes, you got pigs, you got fox, wolf, stuff like that here that attacks the little ones. So she stays close by to the little ones. So their mothers passed away.
Yani insanlarda yok yani bronşit.
Evet, öyle valla. Yeah, so their mothers passed away, so she keeps a close eye on those two. So that's the hammam, that's the bath right there. So she's saying that this is where the,
Su birazcık kurumuş ama.
so there's a little bit of water, but this is where the water comes in, and this is mineral water, and it's really healthy. And this is what they used to use for shower.
Yapılır.
So she's saying that they do
Kokla.
the. Oh wow! It smells real good. They make oil for this. So this is what they cook.
Ben
their food in.
bitkilerle de pek fazla haşır neşirim.
Yeah, and they do oil out of the yellow flower too. So she's saying that they take the flowers of that one and they make a medicine out of it.
Bilimsel adını söyleyemedim.
So they take the flower seeds and the flowers from that one and they make a medicine out of it. She said the name, but I don't know what it means in English, so I have to look it up. Oh, this smells really good and it's really strong. They also put that on top of meat to give it a flavor. They also do a tea.
Sanki kendimi boşlukta
Kafa
hissediyorum.
bozuluyor. Ha. She's saying that she's never been to Istanbul and she's only been to Antalya, and she'll go for travel, but she'll have to come back here because this is where her heart and mind is. She loves this here. She loves this area right here. So she's saying that her father passed away when she was 26, and when he did, she left her work and came here and stepped in in his shoes to help with mom and around the house, and this is where she is today. So this is the graveyard for the ancient Romans. So non-Muslim graveyard. The Muslim ones are one level below this one.
Ay sen öldün mü? Öldün mü? Ha, ay dık dık.
Turtle mu?
Ters dönmüş.
Ters dönmüş.
Ters dönmüş ölebilir
Yeah.
öyle.
Yeah.
Öyle de çeviremez kendini.
So this is one of the graveyard's stones.
Kaç yaşındasın? Bu kadar yüksekte yapılan bir şehrin üzerindeki niye Gözcü Kulesi yapmışlar diye düşünebilirsin.
Evet. So she's saying that even though all this homes and all this real estate property here were built so high and they had so many layers of walls, they still built a watch-out tower for the people that are coming down. These two are definitely her favorite because they follow her everywhere. We're going to the tower that's got a huge crack in it in like every direction. It's about to fall apart. So it's a different life here than city for sure.
Gelirsen
Valla gelir inşallah inşallah. Zaten burayı daha fazla beğendim İstanbul'da. İstanbul çok ya. Orada yaşamak zahmet. So I'm telling her life in Istanbul, how hard it is over there. You have to work hard. It's a different lifestyle, very fast paced, like New York on steroids. Versus here, and it's way more laid back. Everybody knows each other for the most part. They have each other's back. They help each other. Different lifestyle here. She's saying even every night here when they sleep, the doors are left unlocked, just in case somebody walks in that is needs help. So they literally leave the doors unlocked when they go to sleep. That's how they live here, my friend. Evet, she's saying, look, there they are, rest of the gang. Rest of the gang is over there.
İnmek daha kolay.
Emekte ayağım böyle olsa zahmet olur.
Şarjım mı bitti?
Yok ya yapıyor.
Kuzum bir bekle. Bekle. Hüsnü. Tamam gönderdim ama ben seni...
Look at this view. She's saying that the reason they tie up the animals here is because of the olive trees, olive leaves. If they don't, they'll eat them all. So those are olive oils.
Nar var.
Olive trees. Right there. They have pomegranate.
Yaza doğru da pamuk olur buralar.
Yeah.
Komple.
And then cotton. During warmer season, you get cotton. Look at that little punk. You better not jump off, dude. Yeah, it's getting steep. She makes it look like it's nothing. Just saying, be careful. I want to make sure you go back in one piece. Burası ikinci kat mı?
Yok. İkinci, evet doğru söylüyorsun.
İkinci.
Kat. Üçüncü kata yeni geldik.
This is level 2.
Şaka yaptım.
When she was younger, she used to come here, sit and have a tea and breakfast and just chill. Now she's gotten older, her eyesight is not as good, so she has to be careful. She's so happy, very positive lady, always smiling. Even when she answers the phone, she answers with a smile. It is getting a bit chilly here. Should have brought my head cover. Yukarı çıktılar abla ha.
Ha, onlar yukarı çıktı.
Tamam. Çıkalım mı yukarı?
Tamam.
Haydi. Üçüncü kat.
Üçüncü kat.
Kaç katmış? Üç kat mı?
Tiyatroya gidelim.
Hey, we're going to the third level.
Ben de Kerem'i aradım da Kerem de araba.
Two little ones following her everywhere. We were down there. There we are. This is what she does every day, 7 days a week. I'm looking out for snakes just in case. I'm sure there's a couple around here. Haydi bismillah.
Hayır, poşeti yeme bak.
Poşet yedi.
Git,
Kıh.
çıkar.
She's eating plastic.
İşte çöplerini atarlarsa.
Evet. This is a whale. Oh. This is real. So this is where the water comes from. One of the spots. Şunlar hepsi bu taraftan düşmüşler, ha?
Evet.
So those are all that happened in 1969. All those rocks fell through in 1969. Oh, gitti yukarıya.
Evet. Yukarıya çıktık.
She's saying that you see the crack over there? So that's gonna be gone too.
Belki en son sen göreceksin.
Vallahi olabilir.
Seneye belki gidecek.
Videoda yaptık. She's saying maybe you're the last one to see it before it goes down. But this is where they used to sit.
Burasının sadece üstü 500 dönüm.
Another whale. They have 300 of those whales just on this mountain. It looks much bigger here than it does at a lower level. It's pretty huge. I mean, this is amazing. They built a freaking castle on top of the mountain. So they come here, dig these holes, thinking they're gonna find gold and coins and stuff.
Çünkü çok dönem geçirdiği için.
Evet.
Bunların hepsi bir yana dağıldıkları için hep de götürmüşler yani. Buradan
Doğru.
getirmemişler yani buraya.
Evet. Same, but a lot of stuff here, marbles. You're gonna find a lot of ancient marbles below ground. Retired folks here, the retirement monthly payment they get is not enough for them to live like they used to, you know, before 6 months ago when the inflation just went crazy. People that are working, those funds are not enough to live. There are people in Turkey, you know, like hers, who's never been on vacation ever. Because they're just not enough. They don't make a lot of money. So she's saying that if there's any money left from the government, then the city county will come in, wipe these out, and clean it. You know, all the bushes here. But there has to be money left over, and clearly there hasn't any money left over for years. There are times where you have to make a tough decision, where you have to sell You have to sell a couple of these to be able to sport and feed the rest of it that stay with us. That's how they make a living. Yeah, these smell really good. This is what she gave me in my pocket. Onları cebime koydum. Kızlara vereceğim.
Ben sana daha bulurum.
She's lost, I think. So she's
Aradığım yere bulamadım. Her taraf orman olmuş.
Evet.
Ayağa çıkmıyorum ben buraya.
Evet. So she's trying to find her way. And she hasn't been here in a while.
Yerlere dikkat et. Sen öyle dolan.
So she's trying to find her way, but it's been a while since she's been up here. Which way did she go? She is fast, dude. She is fast.
Ahmet abi gel. Bak sana nereye gezdireceğim.
Another way right here.
Seni kuyunun içine atalım.
So let me throw you down there.
Sizce girmeyin.
So she's saying this is the refrigerator system for back in the day. Wow.
Evet.
You could tell this is definitely very cold. And you could tell I'm 6'1", and you got enough clearance here. And I'm not even at the deepest point. I'm not even there at the deepest point. There's my smoke. That's how cold it is here. Watch. Watch the camera. Alright, let's go up. And this is, and there's another part right there. I mean, this is easily 1,000 square footage of space. Vallahi bravo.
Güzel şehir yapmışlar.
Evet. Saying not many people come here to see this anymore.
Yani hiç kimse bakmıyorlar.
Not many people take care of this place. They nicknamed it Yalnız Kız, Only Girl,
Buranın
a lone girl.
hani
So at the peak time of this city right here, the top person in command was a lady. That's why they nicknamed the place. Only girl. She was the only one. The rest of them were all males. She's saying she went to school till high school, and then when the tour came here, she used to do English and German, but it's been a while, so she's forgotten a lot of it. Oh wow.
aynı yerde. Tiyatroya yakın yani.
Aynen, huh? So we were there earlier. We came around. So this is the piece that was busted. Oh wow, stairs. This is in good shape.
Ne oldu? Onlar başkaları.
All right, we're almost made it down to a level 1. Busted my behind a couple times already. She is fast, man. We lost the rest of the gang. We're trying to find them. I even flew the drone. Didn't see him anywhere. She's saying that we'll make it back home because the little ones are at the house. Look at this. Who knows, God knows, who lived here, whose place, house, castle was this. What a place. Bunlar başkanın ha?
Aha, bunlar Bunlar koyun.
Lamp, goat.
Yerde gitmiyor.
So with lamps, dog can go. They're not scared of a dog. When it comes to goat, for some reason they're scared of a dog. So they're not here. She's saying around this evening, this afternoon, they'll come back to the house.
Gene alalım. Bunların ipini bırakalım. Tamam mı? Gel bakalım. Öperim bak. Gel buraya. Öperim ha. Bak araya getiririz.
So she's coming back home. She put the lamps where they need to be. But since the goats are scared, the dog is coming slowly. Good boy.
Sultan korkma. Bir şey yapmıyor.
Bakıyor. Bu hamile mi burada?
Efendim?
Şu hamile mi?
Hamile olacaklar nasip olursa bir ay, daha 3 aylıklar. Bunun bidikleri birazcık sert.
Ne? So a truck just came by that buys the milk from these guys, 4 liras a liter, and they turn around, mix it with other products, making it last longer and, you know, not 100% pure, and sell it for 15 liras. So talk about, you know, 3x the price, and that's how they make the money. They literally sell 4 liras a liter. That's one of the ways they make money. And yet, you know, she's saying that the market prices goes up, you know, with inflation, but the purchase price they sell it to them, it remains the same. It's been 4 lira for a long time. To kind of give you an idea, one piece of bread, one bread in Turkey right now costs 3 lira. And these guys selling a whole liter of milk for 4 lira. So these plates right here, or these tags right here, is the government and then the county. That's how they know how many cows there are in what part of town. And then also that's how they get their vaccines, animal vaccines. And it said it usually costs about 3 to 4 liras to get their vaccine. But that's how they do it. So that's why they're tagged. So if they sell one cow, it's $600. Pretty good price. The cows want the green grass. They're very high demand. Hemen başladı. It's time to pick up the eggs. Geleyim mi? Tamam. Ha. Korkama. Tamam, korkama.
Yavaşça geç. Geç sen geç. Bir şey yapmaz o sana.
You sure? Emin misin?
Yapmaz. Geçsin.
Tamam.
Gel. Korkma. O senden korkuyor. Sen
O ben...
hanginiz korkacak bakalım.
Tamam. She's getting the
Senin
eggs.
kızla topluyorum bu yumurtaları. Tazecik.
Çok teşekkür abla.
Verecek misin yumurtayı bana?
Average kaç tane yumurta yapıyor abla? So they get about 6 eggs a day per chicken. So we're gonna go do fire, make bread. We got our eggs, we got our milk. Some more goats over there. So he's getting ready to make fire.
Köprü de buluşacaklarmış.
So he's taking 5 liters of milk to her sister for free.
Daha odun dolu orada. Ben getirdim odunları. Senin odunları getirdim. Aslında şimdi yaksaydık ısı şey olurdu. Kendine gelirdi ateş.
Benim gibi kocamış bu da. Aynı benim.
She's saying that this thing has gotten old, just like her.
Allah sağ ol, hadi teşekkür ederiz.
Birazcık da tuz atıyor.
Tuz evet. Biz de tuz atarız evet.
Ya
Aklıma
şeyde belgesel var.
Ha, belgesel evet. Uzun bir olan.
Çünkü bayağı ekmek var.
Evet.
Bir de hamur var. Şey yapma.
Alright guys, so I'm in the car, just had lunch with them. Feta cheese with pita in it. Really good. Grandma wants to meet the kids, so I'm headed back to pick up the kids, bring them over here so she can spend some time with them. So here we go, let's go pick up the kids. The little one's looking at me. Watch this one. All the dogs are around me. Good dog. All right, let's go pick up the kids, bring them over here. They will be excited. So we're here, brought the kids so they can see them one more time before we leave.
Hayır bir şey yapmıyor. Bak gel şimdi. Gel elle hiçbir şey. Ne oldu? Meryem mi?
Marwa.
Ya. Çok titriyor bu.
Gel Marwa. Marwa gel babaya.
Hayır Cesur hayır.
Marwa gel.
Hayır korkuyorum.
Marwa gel. Orada kalsın. Orada kalsın. Pet. Yürü hafif pet yere.
Sen korkmuyorsun herhalde gel.
Korkama de.
Karnı var.
Yavaş. Yer petleri, sen de yer petleri. Düşmez, düşeceğiz, poka düşeceğiz burada. Sonra düşmezsiniz ha.
Efendim?
Vurma Meryem.
Tamam.
Tamam ellerini yıkattırayım ben az ona.
Yok, vurma. Hassaslı olursun.
Şey alerjisi mi var?
Evet.
Ha o zaman fazla elleme.
Tamam.
Hassaslı ol Meryem.
Alerjisi varsa ellemesin fazla.
Vurma Meryem.
Tamam benim gel babaya.
Yoktur herhalde. Hepsine mi var? Hayvanların.
Ver.
Şu yeni başladı, vallahi bilmiyoruz. Yeni başladı. 2 haftada başladı bu. De. No. Bu baba bu baba.
Hayır. Yok Yok.
Gitme. Tamam hadi gel. Gel. Gel.
Ellerini şey yapsın.
Kaynana kaçtı. What an amazing day, especially starting out in the village. Had a great time. Definitely very, very nice family. Extremely courteous. You know, they offered me everything they have in front of them and more. They wanted to see the kids one last time before we left Antalya. We're leaving Antalya on Friday, headed north toward Istanbul. You know, when we went back the second time, I made sure that, you know, I had plenty gifts for them. So I took a lot of food for the dogs, good amount of splice food for the dogs, and then also in one of the bags, I had put several US dollars in the bag as a surprise for them. I know it means a lot to them. It helps them a lot. Me. Growing up as a refugee in Turkey and then even in the US as a refugee, you know, a lot of people, a lot of strangers helped us, including a Baptist church out of Atlanta, and even in Turkey when we were living in really poor conditions, you know, very similar to what these guys were living, you know, for a couple of years, you know, and just being authentic and real. You know, I don't forget those times. You know, I do forgive my own relatives, you know, my aunts and uncles who didn't treat us well. You know, didn't really help us much at all, unfortunately. Didn't help us all, didn't treat us well, and yet strangers that we had never met or counted on came along the way and helped us more than we could ever think of. Especially, I remember the elderly lady in Turkey who did so much more for us than our own blood relatives. So when I have a chance to, you know, pay it forward, help anybody in any way I can, you know, from money, from time, from, you know, just having a conversation or even a smile, right? You know, I do my best to do that, and I make sure that my kids, you know, see that example so they can do the same thing, because at the end of the day, you know, we went from Iraq to Turkey with nothing, just the clothes we had on, maybe a few bucks. We went from Turkey to US with the clothes we had on and 50 bucks and no English. So stuff like this is really important to me. You know, it hits home, and when I have a chance to, you know, contribute as much as I can, even if it's a little bit for the other side, I'll make sure I do that. So that's just my 2 cents. Like I said, I forgive those relatives, but I don't forget, because those times like that, you know, I think are important, at least from my perspective. You know, you can tell me yours. As time goes on, you know, you move on, but when you have an opportunity to do good, you know, I like to make that happen. That's it for today. That's a wrap. I've had a long day. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I smell like cow poop everywhere, so I need to take a long shower. The in-laws are leaving tomorrow early in the morning, and then we're gonna exchange the car and get a regular SUV car, because I'm tired of driving this 9-seat passenger van. It is freaking hard to drive. It takes a lot of energy out of you. Steering wheel is like, you know, tough as a rock. So, and it goes through fuel like, you know, it's butter. So I'm gonna get a new car tomorrow, drop the in-laws, and we'll see what tomorrow has for us. All right, guys, thanks so much.